Hello, good morning, and welcome to this Dawn Bust Taste Challenge. So there's a little light coming into play out there. Here is Bellows, William Bellows, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. And Bellows was established in 1830. That's a true story. It's not one of these things where they just use somebody's name and make it look like it's been on the market that long. They really have had Bellows liquor on the market that long. Aged 4 years in oak barrels, which all bourbon has to be aged in oak barrels, but not as long as 4 years. And it's bottled in Missouri. So it's made in Kentucky by somebody. These days, probably Luxco Distillers, which is part of Luxco. And it's bottled in Missouri in St. Louis. Okay. I bought this liter bottle, true story, at Savannah Discount 5 years ago. They had it for $5.99. And I thought, well, I have that blended whiskey already. And then I went, something told me in my mind, go back and look at that bottle. And then I realized it was straight bourbon. I said, what? Let me go check the price. So the lady rang it up. Oh, she said, price check, $5.99. I said, I'll buy it. Amazing. Wouldn't see that deal again, but I saw it and I did it. Okay, so there's Evan Williams, 1783, small batch. Introduced in 2021, this version. They upgraded it in 2021 to a higher proof, 90 proof. The website now is no, technically there's no age statement because there's no age statement on the bottle. So legally there's no age statement. We know it's aged at least 4 years. In reality, it's aged 6 to 8 years because if you look on the Heaven Hill website, at the news release, when they released it, they said it was aged 6 to 8 years. The youngest whiskey in the blend is 6 years old, and the oldest is 8. And this is the 2023 American Heroes Edition, where they had 6 current and retired veterans from different branches of the service pick samples from various warehouses at the Bernheim distillery. Could have been some other distilleries too. And they picked, I guess they had 2 warehouses they had to narrow it down to, and they picked 2 warehouses from Bernheim. All right, but it's still the same bourbon. All right, so maybe it's theoretically different, but I think in reality it's not going to make any kind of important impact. There it is, golden. It's amber gold, and this one is more copper. So this one is darker. I got a great deal on this one too because somebody spotted it for me at Walmart, which I had seen it at Walmart and didn't think 2 ways about it because I'd had enough bourbon in my collection already. But he said I found it at Walmart in Booty, Louisiana. And he said it was $9. He said, $9. I bought a bottle for myself. He said, you want me to pick you up one the next time I go? I said, yeah, but it'll probably all be gone. But yeah, and I gave him $10, $9 plus the tax. Really $9.90, but let him keep the dime. And but when he went back to Walmart, as I figured, it was all gone because for $9, it's not going to last. But he ended up letting me have his bottle. I said, well, don't do that, Sean. But no, he said, I don't care. You can have it. So I've got it, $9. Regular price, $18.99. Saw it yesterday, $18.99. Now, the regular price for Bellows is not $5.99 a liter. It's probably more like, for a liter, $13.99. It's not an expensive product. It's one that when I go to Chinese restaurants, a lot of times I'll see it on the shelf. I don't know why there, but I do see it often at Chinese restaurants. Bellows, usually it's the blended. It's not the straight bourbon. It's usually Bellows blended whiskey. But there's Bellows gin, there's Bellows rum, there's Bellows vodka. It's one of those companies that got a whole line of liquor. It's not even a real company. It got bought by, it's owned by Luxco today, but it was a company based in New York City, but they never had any distilleries. They never produced anything. They just owned brands. They were in Scotland, they would call it an independent bottler. And that's what they were. They own brands, but didn't actually make anything. But here it is, still around. They still make it. This one might have more aroma, but I'm not going to pretend that either one of these have a whole lot of aroma because they don't. Maxwell says, good morning, Ron. Phil says, good morning, Ron, from Paris. We got Russia, Paris, France. I drink Moscow, Russia, Paris, France. I drink Belgian beer, Kawak. Paulville, Kawak. Cheers. I have a nice day. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. I need to revisit that one. Do you have that holder where you drink it out the wooden holder? Joe Hill says, morning. I'm having some Irish cream in my coffee. Yes, all my Irish creams are gone, but one day I might buy some more, but I'm just don't have any right now. All right. Let's get it done because the news is coming on. I'm already running late. Taste. Cheers. Oak, wood, charred oak, vanilla, sweet corn, you know, Bellows. I don't know what their mash bill is. It's probably like 75% corn, 10% rye, 15% rye, and 10% malted barley. I really don't know what it is. Could be 100% corn, but it doesn't taste like it. Tastes like it's got rye in it, and maybe a little. Could have wheat whiskey, but they're not going to tell you. Oh, I think that's the Evan Williams that I was tasting. That's why I thought it had that. This one. There is wood. There is the vanilla. There is the honeysuckle nectar. And there's a pretty good amount of charred oak coming through this whole presentation. So I've got to take another sip. So now I've taken one sip of each. And I'm not really sure which is which I think automatically means that Bellows has won. Because you, like I said, you can get a whole liter for maybe $14, and you're going to get a regular size of this for 19, maybe 18 if you look around. First sip, blind taste challenge, and you're thinking, I'm not sure which is which. They both taste good. They both have a nice, pleasant, medium body, mostly dry finish. That corn sweetness and the flavor and all the things I just described, but I'm not sure which is which. Now, in the second sip, it may become apparent, but that's right there. And this one gets no media attention, gets no promotion, gets it, and not too commonly. In Louisiana, you just don't. I mean, except on a strange occasion. But generally, you're not going to see it. Evan Williams, 1793, 1783. Now, this one, what seems to be a higher proof, 90 versus 80, 45% alcohol versus 40. It does seem to have a little more strength, substance to it. Now, I can't necessarily say the flavor is better, though. Is it a better product overall? That's arguable. It's possible. But if you got to go through all of that, then you can say basically, yeah, maybe it is and maybe it's not. But why pay? Like Carlo Rossi said, if you can't taste the difference, why pay the difference? In this case, you can't taste it, but you could feel it a little bit. This one feels a little more stout, as you might say. So I think this is the Evan Williams 1783. It wins in the slightest little way, which means it loses because it's a good $5 or $6 more per bottle. And we're talking about $7.50 to liter versus liter. So it's actually even worse than that of a price disparity. So you got to look at everything considered. Everything considered, Evan Williams does not win the taste challenge. Sorry, but that's the way this is being viewed, and I'm doing it honestly. It is the Evan Williams, and that little body gave it away. But beyond that, wasn't much of a difference. So it was a tough contest. I'll give them that. Turn off the lamp. About to turn off the video. So there we go. So thank you for watching, and we'll see what happens tomorrow morning at dawn if I'm able to do it. Evan Williams, 1783 small batch versus I think there might be one more, but then it's going to be all Sazerac. Oh no, yeah, there is one more. I knew it. It's that Davies County, one of the Davies County bourbons, which is from Luxco, also Luxco. And it's a very nice bourbon. It's a blend bourbon of two different types. It's combo, but it's beautiful. I think that's going to beat the Evan Williams, but we'll see. All right, y'all take care. Bye-bye.